Welcome to the second module of our hack process, which we call Origin Story Generation. In this module, you will learn how to take a raw idea generated in the previous module and turn it into what we call an origin story. All the laws and clauses the Chancellory Lane project works on have an origin story. Origin stories provide context and background. They set the scene for the drafting challenge ahead by providing detail of the problem or issue to be tackled and the wider context this is set within. They outline the proposed solution and the potential impact the drafting may have. Inspired by the origin stories of superheroes, they illustrate the great power of picking up the pen and the great responsibility that lawyers have to do this in the fight against climate change. We use origin stories not just because we need lawyers to use their superpowers to fight climate change, but because stories help us engage others for impact. Your drafting will directly impact your work, but your story will help explain and shape perspectives, providing the context for future drafting and helping others to learn. Origin stories bring potential climate solutions to life, show that they're within society's reach, and ultimately demonstrate the art of the possible. As with any compelling narrative, they need to be authentic and well-researched to have credibility and authority. We encourage collaboration with others to ensure stories are well informed by multiple perspectives and that they complement one another. We also use a template so that drafting and supporting materials are standardised and easily accessible. So how does it work? First, have a look at the origin story gallery and read through the origin stories submitted by other teams and individuals. Familiarise yourself with the layout and the type of content included. As with the other modules, this module can be done independently, but works particularly well when completed as part of a group exercise in a live workshop. So you will need a virtual meeting space. You and the participants will also need access to the origin story template in Google Docs so that everyone can collaborate simultaneously on the document in real time. With your group, choose a raw idea from the gallery to develop into an origin story. Setting the timer for 2 minutes, ask the author of the idea to briefly introduce the idea, how and why they came up with it, what it is. Then, set a further 6 minutes on a timer, each open the Google document and together populate the origin story template. This process of co-creation, in which ideas and comments silently appear on the page as participants type, can expand the scope of the idea far beyond the initial vision of its author. We encourage you to think expansively at this stage about the problem giving rise to the idea, its potential impact, and the circumstances in which you can envisage it being implemented beyond drafting. The comments and suggestions generated in this module are unlikely to be finished article, but are designed to serve as a jumping off point for further research after the session. This research can be done in groups or independently. Be sure to make use of TCLP's Slack community to access further expert advice or support.